So this is my game, calling it Lexicon. The whole point of this game is that one person is in VR and the other person is not in VR. This person we're currently watching is not in VR and is using WASD to move. This person is in VR and they can actually move the entire space of the person who isn't in VR. They can move their entire space. So by pulling the levers directly in front of the player, they can spin the entire world for the person who is inside of this box currently. So by spinning it about 90 degrees to the right, they can actually make it so the person not in VR will fall according to now the new geometry. So by pressing the button here, flip back, and then this player will now fall onto the side. So this will be the sort of basis of all the mechanics of how the game will work by using different forms of gravity and direction. This is how all the puzzles in the game will actually work. The player is also in VR is able to control the physics objects in the non-VR player's world as well. So they can make all the objects here in front of us, the cubes and the spheres, all fall. The non-VR player is also able to send objects to the player in VR by using this little teleporter. So once they are sent over, the person in VR is able to see them and then interact with them. So the sphere, the player is able to dip it into this alchemical solution and infuse it with energy. By shaking it up, they can actually fully give it energy. Then the great thing is they can send it back to the player not in VR, and once they send it back by pressing on the left stick, the player in non-VR can actually receive that and complete the level by placing it on the receptacle on the ground, which in this case is the wall.